Baddie, shot o'clock. We are back this week. You see how awesome I am? I'm giving y'all 2 long-form videos. Once someone in my comments and on my Twitter was like, yo, I love when you be dropping these 30-40 minute videos about baddies. I said, oh, I'll give you another one for the finale. So shout out to y'all for letting me know that y'all like seeing these long form videos from me. I really appreciate it. But don't forget that if sometimes you don't have time to sit here and listen to my long form videos, you can always see it on my TikTok. @DCrystal is my TikTok. So before I get into the review, don't jump me from my screenshots. There was only like 3 scenes this entire freaking episode, so I pretty much just limited all of my screenshots to like 3 or 4 collages, okay? So don't bite me. Okay, so the episode opens up with a continuation from last week, and we're watching Mel and Ivory fight. And I gotta say, for someone who calls herself Big Shroom, I guess the shroom that she ate must have wore the fuck off, because the way Ivory was whooping that ass. Ivory started hitting her with a 3-piece combo with a biscuit but no bev uppercut. Crazy. And then at some point, Mel just like flung her head back, and then it was a wrap from there. Like, yo, RIP, bro. That's it. And what made this whole fight even funnier is that Mel came in. She had a little like collage of, oh, these are my baddie pics and I'm excited to be here. She got beat the fuck up and didn't even have an exit interview. Like, you know, that's bad. They had Shorty doing confessionals last week and didn't even give her a chance to say, well, I came here, got my ass beat and left. You know, at least we could have kept it balanced. Shorty just walked out the building with her Meek Mill braids, and that was that. And while I'm sure you guys love that fight, I thought it was a complete waste of time and they could have just kept that shit. Like, how long ago was it when it was in Wisconsin, Milwaukee, wherever this bitch Mel is from, and she took off motherfucking Ivory's wig? That shit was so long ago. So why didn't you guys just, I don't know, have her on the show from that night on? It just would have made sense. And y'all not gonna sit here and tell me you did not know Mel was not gonna be, you know, at the club that y'all was at. Like, be for real. They really could have kept this in the vault. But moving on, Natalie saw all of the fighting. Everybody started yelling at her. Everybody's still going back and forth, and she's trying to pull it together. Natalie just wanted a Mai Tai. So at this point, she said, well, fuck it. I'm not arguing with y'all bitches. I'm sick of this fucking fighting. I wanted my food in Mai Tai. I'm leaving, bitch. So Natalie gets up to leave. Roelly's behind her. Anna's like screaming some shit at her. Who knows what? Natalie don't pay Anna any kind of fucking mind. And then Anna got the audacity to get her square head ass up in the confessionals, calling out Natalie for not jumping into the paint for her friend. Anna, come forth. Let's have a conversation, because I'm about to wear your ass out, bitch. By the end of this episode, I can see why you real pissed and don't like fucking Summer. Because you saw yourself in that bitch, and you saw her being you better than you would ever be you. This 30-second confessional you did, talking about why is Natalie leaving her friend and why is she not getting into the paint for her, like she's always being mean to Scotty, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You let me know how much of a hypocritical ass bitch you are. Where do we fucking start with your hypocrisy? First things first, your biggest complaint about Summer was she don't know how to mind her business. She need to stay out of other people's fucking business. Anna, why you not minding your motherfucking business? Last time I checked, this is a beef between Natalie, Jayla, and Scotty. At this point, this don't involve you. Why do you have more smoke for fucking Natalie than Scotty and Jayla do? And then you're telling Natalie she needs to get into the paint, but when Big Lex gets into the paint for her fucking friend, you're saying that she's just being a weird bitch and she need to mind her business. Anna, you not serious, ho. So Natalie needs to get in the paint, but Lex don't? Natalie needs to be up there and defending her friend, but Lex don't? Lex said the reason she's fighting y'all is for her friend, but somehow you don't respect that, but you're mad at Natalie because she didn't jump in for her friend. Like, I just want you to try and make it make sense to me. And then you're screaming at Natalie this episode, talking about some Scotty, that's not your friend. She came up in here looking like a fucking cheetah girl, that weird bitch, da 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 da. You speaking for the bullied? You really acting like Natalie is bullying Scotty and Jayla because she just didn't want to jump into the fights. Natalie was breaking up the fights. So Big Lex came in on some, you can't bully people like that, Jayla, blah, 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 blah. You had an issue with it. But now look at you standing up for people you think are being bullied. However, you're not standing on business because you ain't run up on Big Lex like you was trying to run up on Summer. You ain't stepped to the forefront like you did with motherfucking Summer. And in fact, you sitting up there with Scotty on some, oh, didn't you say you wasn't going to fight me because I'm so small? Like, Anna, you're clockable again. Like, everything you hate the newbies for, you have literally done the same exact thing. And one thing about it, I'm going to call your ass out about it. So what I would need you to do next season is to shut the fuck up. Which I really believe you're going to be shutting the fuck up because you ain't got no Tasiki and you ain't got Biggie there for your ass either. So you're going to try and make buddy-buddy with one of them bitches. I bet. Like, I just can't with Anna. By the end of this season, I was already done with her. Not gonna like her until she showed me something different. But this was her weakest season yet. I can't deal with her. Anyway, moving on. So, like, as the newbies were walking out, Anna's getting on the mic and she's screaming and she's throwing a whole fucking temper tantrum about Summer. Talking about you ain't beat me, but Anna, we all saw you get flung across the room like a motherfucking boomerang. And this is how we know you lost, because when you first fought Summer, the very beginning of the season, you beat her over and over. You didn't want to fight. But every time you have ever lost, you keep wanting to fight and run the fade. You kept wanting to fight Summer because you lost. You know you lost. You're embarrassed. And I was cracking up when she was like, yeah, everybody saw on TV you didn't beat me. You're right. Everybody did see it on TV. We saw you get beat the fuck up. Now, it wasn't a whole blowout or nothing like that, but girl, we saw the flowers get knocked out your head, honey. This is why you have to stop being a hypocrite. Loudest in the room, but couldn't stand on her own 2 feet. Oh my goodness. And I also want to make note that Jayla was in her confessionals having like a different tone of voice, a different energy. She's saying, yeah, you know, I did a misjudgment here. Like, I jumped into a beef of my friends that I shouldn't have been involved in because, you know, I love my friends. So Jayla is over here second guessing ever getting involved and wondering she should have just let Scotty fight her own battle. Yeah. Tasiki hasn't been jumping in nobody's motherfucking fights this season, friends or not. You thought anybody was going to sit here and call you out? Because they damn sure wasn't going to call Tasiki out. You could have just been down the middle. You could have been neutral, Jayla. But now that you got yourself involved, you got dropped on the back of your neck, you got embarrassed, and now you're seeing maybe Natalie's now who you thought she was. I'm going to come back to you in a second. Hold on. Also want to throw in here, Anna was on that mic looking at Big Lex talking about you suck at basketball. That's why you came to Baddies. That's not a dig that you think it is. For one, she graduated college. Where's your college degree? Anna, you have a college degree of chasing the baddies around town and sucking Lemmy's dick until he decides to cave into what you want. Let's be real here. When all is said and done, God forbid baddies crash and burn to the ground, Lex has a degree to fall back on. You have nothing. Okay, nothing. I know she do music, but it ain't hopping on the Billboard Hot 100. She can make as many tracks as she wants with DDG. It's not really going anywhere. And I'm not saying that she's not talented, but for her to be coming at somebody else is kind of crazy. Because Anna, what are you doing outside of this? Like, what are you gonna do after this? And then you kind of made baddies look bad. Like, I heard what you said, and I'm like, oh, so because she didn't, you know, excel, become a D1 star for WNBA, she stepped down and came onto the Baddie show. Like, I don't think you heard what you said when you said it. I think in your head it sounded good. I don't think you thought about how it would be interpreted after you said it. You know what I mean? So now we're outside, and all the baddies are leaving. They're getting into their caravans and so on and so forth. Natalie stuck her thick-ass Starbucks built-ass chin out her window, and she's cussing the fuck out of Scotty, bro. She's saying that Scotty is ugly. She's saying she's gonna have Big Lex beat her ass. She's saying that Big Lex look better than her, and so on and so forth. And you know what Scotty's doing? Nothing. Okay, absolutely nothing. She's just shouting Natalie's name. She's not really giving no throwbacks like, wow, bitch, your chin is shaped like a dildo. Shut up. She's not giving her any kind of like hit back. She's just calling her name. And once again, the loudest person in this whole ordeal is Anna. Like I said before, how does Anna have more smoke for Natalie than Scotty do? Anna, why are you up in their business? Your beef is with Summer. This got nothing to do with you. Let Jayla, Scotty, and Natalie figure that shit out on their own. Mind your fucking business. Sit down. Look at Anna being Summer. She gotta be Summer better than Summer now, I guess, because Summer beat Anna at being Anna. I guess she gotta get her look back some way, shape, or form, right? Okay. So in these next couple of scenes, we're seeing Natalie be confronted by Jayla, and then we see Scotty having a coronary about Natalie not having her back. I'm going to give my pure, unfiltered thoughts here. I'm sorry if these are your favorites. I know so far I'm hating all of y'all faves, but what I'm really trying to do is just call this down the middle, okay? Y'all know when I give props, I give props. But when it's time to call shit out, it's time to call shit out. And right now, it's time to call shit out. I can't have sympathy for Jayla nor Scotty. I'm going to get to Scotty in a minute. Jayla, let me explain to you why I don't have sympathies for you. And with the inclusion of Jayla, I'm going to also say, fans, I can't stand y'all. Most of y'all that are watching Baddies are like 15, 16, 17 years old. Y'all just swam at your daddy's nutsacks when Natalie got on TV. Bad Girls Club 2006, 2007. That was Natalie's first start in the TV business. How Natalie is acting today, it is not that surprising, which is why a lot of times you will not hear me come down on Natalie, because this is what I expect. Natalie has always proven herself to be a bad friend. She has always proven herself to be conniving. She has always proven herself to not stand up for what's right. This is who Natalie is. She's the same person from almost 20 years ago at this point. So for me to expect anything different from Natalie, kind of crazy. That's like me expecting Summer to not be a dirty, ghetto, ratchet bitch. That's how she presented herself from day one, and she stayed that way through and through. So, like, come on. Y'all need to actually do research on Natalie. Like, the only thing different about Natalie is now she figured out what her blackness is. And the only reason she figured out her blackness is because it's cool to be a black woman. That's why. She wants to be the Nicki Minaj. She wants to be the Megan Thee Stallion. She wants to be... Like, she saw them bitches and was like, wow, I have to act just like them. I'll even take it a step further and say she saw Saucy Santana and said, I need to be like him too. Because if y'all actually sat down for just a day and watched the first time y'all ever seen Natalie, or we've ever seen Natalie on Bad Girls Club, she was on that show actively trashing black women. She saw a dark-skinned black woman's picture on the wall and said, oh, she probably got like 89 baby daddies and she's probably loud and dirty. Like, that was the type of time Natalie was on. So to see her even act like this, that's brand new, but her personality never fucking changed. Which brings me to Jayla, because Jayla is an OG Bad Girls Club girl. She already knew about Natalie. She's had run-ins with Natalie. She's talked to Natalie. Like, she knows how Natalie is. Jayla would not have been on Bad Girls Club if she did not know who Natalie from Bad Girls Club was. Like, let's just be honest. Anybody who's ever been on Bad Girls Club knew specific girls like Tanisha. They knew Flo. They knew Natalie. They knew all these bitches. Jayla, my issue with you is that you expected anything different from Natalie. You have been here for what, 3-4 seasons? You have been on Baddies for about 4 fucking seasons. And you have watched Natalie conjure up drama, been fake, not fight for nobody. You've seen this shit every season. One time it directly affected you, but she, I guess, sees a lot of value in you, so she didn't just put the hands on you, but she talked it out with you. This season, you was watching Natalie laugh at the drama, laugh at the fact that, oh, Roelly and Tinker got shot, and what do they want me to do? Like, if I thought it was funny, it's funny. You actively participated in the laughing and the jokes of 2 of your castmates getting shot by a BB gun. You participated in the bullying of Slim because you didn't say shit about Roelly bullying her. In fact, you was coming down on Slim extremely hard. And then when Natalie wanted to play all nice, here you come backpedaling off Natalie, being like, yeah, Slim, like, you're an OG too. Like, you was on the season that I was on. Like, you been here. You a baddie on your own. Knowing that in your confessionals, you were saying she's a weak-ass bitch. You actively see Natalie being a nasty snake and are surprised that she does it to you. Why? This is why when they say when you see red flags, pay attention to it, or why they be telling women, you know, don't ever try to change a man. Like, when he's set in his ways, he's set in his ways. Natalie is very set in her ways, and she's been like that for years. Jayla, I don't even know why you just didn't have a countdown ready, because you watched her be friends with someone, then not be friends, be friends, not be friends, be friends, not be friends. You watched this. It was a matter of time it was going to happen to you. Like, be real here. This is why I don't have sympathy for you. In your head, because you're friends with Natalie, nothing can ever happen to you. But one thing you forgot is that Natalie is a narcissist and a selfish bitch. She's only doing shit for her gain and her benefit. If you really don't benefit her no more, she don't want to deal with you. And you have come to the line where you don't benefit her no more. And I'm still going to stand 10 toes on the fact that you're bringing up this whole club thing. You started that shit. My last review, or my last 2 reviews I showed y'all, Jayla was chilling and sitting all the way in the fucking back of the fucking club. And ha-ha-ing, and then sometimes looking like she had an attitude. We saw the photos of Bad Dolly in the front. We saw Bad Dolly in the front in the videos. We saw Scotty and Biggie on the side of the newbies and not fucking fighting. But because it was you didn't want Bad Dolly next to Natalie or whoever. I don't fucking know what your problem was. And you started like tussling with her, standing in her fucking space because you tried to assert dominance. And you being the OG, you knew better than to fucking swing on her, but you did. You know why? Because you knew, oh, Natalie's gonna have my back. And you know how I knew this? Because when Bad Dolly went over to Natalie and said, yo, get your bald-headed friend. Like, why is she beefing up at me like that? You felt the way that she went and spoke to Natalie. Like, yeah, what is Natalie supposed to do? She ain't gonna kick me out, bitch. In fact, I'm gonna beat your ass right here. Like, that right there said a lot. So, Jayla, I can't really take this. My feelings is hurt because she did me dirty. You should have expected it. She's been playing in your face this whole entire time. And not playing with you necessarily, but she's been playing with all these other people. It's cool when she's playing with everybody else, but when she do it to you, oh, I quit the show. Jayla. Oh, God. As for Scotty, good Lord, I'm so sick of having to talk about her. I'm really coming down on all y'all faves. And most of this video is literally just going to be this, like, me talking about Jayla and Scotty and Natalie's friendship. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. But getting to Scotty, I, once again, have no sympathy for her. And one thing you can say about me, I have been pretty consistent in my feelings about Scotty. When she's right and she's doing good, I give her full-on credit. But right here, can't stand it. Fuck your tears, Scotty. Let's be honest. Scotty sat in this Sprinter van so hurt that Natalie was not being a good friend to you or being a good friend to Jayla. And just like I just said to Jayla, bitch, you see her act like this every fucking day. And you've been more in the forefront of her as in like Natalie, being fake to you than Jayla has. You're still here, bitch. Natalie literally beat the fuck out of your ass, Baddies West, after Krishan backhanded her in the mouth. Literally beat your ass, telling you to shut the fuck up like you're some dog. You sat on that fucking bus crying your heart out instead of getting out the bus and whooping that hoe's ass. For us to find out a year later, you have been over here spreading her coochie lips wide open and eating it from the back. And this is after Natalie already beat your ass, scratched your face. Even later on in this episode, you get your ass up on that fucking hill after crying all fucking night and all day about Natalie not having your back and not jumping in the paint for you. You got your fucking ass up on that hill talking about, Natalie, I love you, I respect you, and I'm always gonna be here for you. Bitch, this is why I don't got no fucking, like, feelings or emotions or sympathy for you. You like this shit. You want to stay here. Scotty, you're weak as fuck. Natalie would not be my friend. We can coexist on the show. We can be cordial, but ain't no we besties, we this, we that. Fuck no. Once you decided to eat her pussy, you sealed and signed your position. And then, once you went from eating Natalie's pussy to sucking Lemuel's dick, you have just reached a level of desperation. I didn't know you had to be a desperate bitch in order to be a baddie. We have watched Natalie treat you like shit. We have heard Lemmy slapped you in the club. We saw footage of him talking to you crazy, you looking like you wanted to cry. We have seen the disrespect from Lemmy, and you still decide to stay there. Like, none of these, Natalie and Lemmy, not committed to you in no way, shape, or form. That's not even your nigga, bro. You sit here and cry every season. Oh my God, remember Natalie don't love me. She be treating me like shit. I'm done. I'm leaving. I'm gonna go model. Just for you to end up back on this fucking show. That's why I have no fucking sympathy for you. Because this is a decision you make. As long as Natalie dangles a little bit of a JJ, the jet plane shit in your face, Lemuel dangles his dick with a Baddies chain on it, you're gonna stay. So I don't want to, you can take the tears, put it in a cup and drink it back up. Because honestly, we don't want it. You know how we know she's going to stay? She started beefing with Anna because she was scared Anna was going to suck the dick a little bit better and get all the benefits that she was getting. Even though Lemmy is none of y'all men. Like, this is crazy. I need y'all fans to wake up and tell Scotty the honest truth. She is also somebody who do not need to be on this show anymore. She is a very beautiful girl. Sure, she got good fashion sometimes. She should go down that route instead of being on this show. This show is not for the weak, and Scotty is weak, and it's time for her to go. Her longevity on this show is done, okay? I'm tired of seeing her cry about Natalie treating her like shit every fucking season, because that's what Natalie does. That's how she gets paid. And Scotty, you say. So no more tears, sweetheart. Let's pack up this sadness, okay? Let's just pack it up now. So this scene here, it was just like, okay, we're at the end. Let's do a little rendezvous at the top of a Hawaii hill in the rain and the storm and make some drama. Scotty initially wasn't there because she was over there crying, boo-hoo-hoo, Natalie, 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 right? Moving on. Natalie had asked the newbies if they had something to say. Jazz was like, yeah, I enjoyed my time. However, I hate summer. Jazz, what was the point of you mentioning summer? Doesn't make sense. This is why we keep saying you're obsessed with the bitch and you're boring and you didn't deserve a baddie shame. Nunu was like, yeah, I had a good time. I appreciate y'all for, having me come back, mid-season. And now here I am. I had a good time getting to know y'all girls. I don't have a problem with none of y'all girls. Pretty P said that she had a good time. She enjoyed this as well. Lex's turn, and she's like, yeah, I had a great time. Like, this whole thing changed my life. She actually started crying in her confessional, by the way. Ew. Like, it's very weird for you to be fucking crying over baddies, but that's neither here or there. And then she's like, yeah, Jayla, I actually did try to get to know you, but she was very standoffish at first. And Lex, what the fuck did you expect, bitch? You're a college graduate and you can't put 2 and 2 together to make 4? If I just first meet you and you hop off the bus and say, yeah, you was bullying a bitch that kept calling you an N-word to your face, and you kept fighting her all season and so you was bullying her, and bitch, Lex, you forgot you're black too, but that's neither here or there. So Jayla, run it up, I want to fight you. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be friends with you after that either. I'm on Jayla's side with this. Fuck you. Like, you ain't even get a chance or give a chance to know me. You ain't come to me with no respect. You just hopped off the gate ready for a fight. Like, what the fuck? So I would definitely be very closed off, if anything. Like, Lex, you probably could have salvaged it to, like, come to her later on in the club and be like, you know what, maybe I got out of pocket. I have been watching you just like most of us here on this show have been watching you since Bad Girls Club and shit. Maybe I got out of pocket, but like, yeah, cool, whatever. Like, I'm sorry. But she just kept running with this narrative. And, I don't agree with you, Lex. She didn't bully Gretchen. Gretchen was bullying the black girls by saying a nigga, and I don't care how y'all feel about it. Wild. Summer rolled up and was like, yeah, Jayla, I really don't have a problem with you. Like, I wish I got a chance to know you a little bit more. Anna, me and you both got a big-ass mouth. And Anna actually smiled at that. And she was actually listening to what Summer was saying. And Summer was like, yeah, maybe we can actually get to know each other at some point down the road. Maybe not right now, but maybe we could be cool later on. And Anna seemed to have been accepting of that. Like, what? Because Anna knows that her and Summer are the same. If they just became an alliance, I think they would be unbeatable, to be very honest with you. So then the newbies gave their side, and all of them said something cute like, whatever. Anna didn't give a fuck. Jayla was like, yeah, I don't give a fuck either. But when it came to Jayla, she let us know that she's bowing out of the show. And Jayla, good riddance. And I don't say that in a negative way. I'm saying you didn't need to be on this show in the first place. I hate that it took for Natalie to not beat someone else's ass for you to get off this show. You should have noticed after season 1 that you was there, that you didn't need to be there. You have too much stock and you have too much value. I hate that you came on this show and your behavior and the way that you just, your attitude and energy changed up. I hate that it kind of affected your value as when it came to the fans. But you will always be valuable to the bad girls, baddie, like, lineage or whatever. I'm glad that you're not coming back. I want to see you do great things outside of the show. I want to see more of your fashion lines. I want to see you do bigger things other than baddies. You are not a baddie. You are a grown-ass woman. There is a big fucking difference. And I would rather be a grown-ass woman than a motherfucking baddie at this point in 2025. So, Jayla, I can't say that I'll miss you because I didn't want you on this show in the first place. It was cute for like a cute, oh, wow, Jayla's back. You didn't need to stay. But for the other fans, you will be missed. And yeah. I guess we'll see you on another TV show if you ever decide to go on another TV show. Shout out to Roelly for calling out the OGs because Natalie wasn't doing it to their face. And Roelly called out Natalie because Natalie was coming down on the fucking newbies on some, yeah, y'all can't be jumping, you can't be doing this. And Roelly was like, I hope you're saying this to both sides because in the car, you was just sitting here talking shit about the OGs. Let's keep it a bean. So then Roelly's like, y'all have been jumping, y'all been getting on these bitches. Like, the new girls that are here, these are stars, and we gonna call it for what it is. These girls came in here on 10 and did what the fuck they supposed to do. But when y'all out here jumping these bitches, y'all not know better than what the fuck they doing. They was wrong for jumping, and so the fuck are y'all. Y'all not any different. And Roelly hit the nail on the head. We love that, homegirl, as you motherfucking should. When you're right, you're right. And Roelly was right. She's the only one calling these bitches out. And Anna and none of them bitches wanted to get all loud and all crazy with fucking Roelly because they knew Roelly would have been on 10. All the fucking OGs except Tasiki and Tinka. By the way, I just want to say, Roelly said that Tinka didn't jump into any fights. Girl, you kind of sort of fucking did. You jumped in for Diamond. I'm just saying. And then y'all jumped pretty P. Y'all was the first one to jump off with the jumping, really. The very third episode after the whole Krishan thing, it was Pretty P versus motherfucking Tinka, and then Diamond ran up and snuck her, and then y'all was fighting her. And I'm realizing all the fans forgot about this shit. So it really was not the newbies doing all this jumping and sneaking shit. It was the fucking OGs. It was Diamond and Tinka actively doing this shit. Like, what are we doing? Anyway, shout out to Roelly for calling that out. But Roelly, I also have to call you out again because when you was in the car on your way to this volcano mountaintop, whatever you want to call it, you was in that car with Natalie talking mad shit about Jayla and Scotty. And I'm confused as to why. Like, aren't you the same one that says, yeah, y'all bitches always be fake. Y'all be talking about each other behind each other's back. But then y'all be all laughy in their face. Are you not fake, Roelly? You was just sitting here pissed off that Natalie wasn't checking on you and then outed Natalie and Scotty for talking about each other. And now here you are talking about Scotty and you acting like you ain't got an issue with her. On top of that, how quickly you got over fucking Natalie not checking on you after you got shot. But you wasn't mad about her having more sympathy for fucking Bad Dolly? Roelly, you kind of lost me a little bit there, but I do applaud you for being the only one to call out the OG's bullshit. So now we're at the very end of the episode. Natalie is giving out the final 3 baddie chains. She gives one to Nunu. She gives one to freaking Pretty P. And she gives one to Summer. However, when she gives one to Summer, Summer opened the box and the baddie chain isn't in there. Natalie's looking around like, oh my God, I didn't even know that the baddie chain wasn't in there. But last time I checked, wasn't Scotty in the last episode holding up the baddie chain talking about, I went in Natalie's room and took the baddie's chain, bitch. If you want your chain, it's got to go through me. And then Scotty pop up in the confessionals with the baddie chain on her dog. And y'all saying she ate. She didn't eat because at the end of the day, Summer got a whole new, brand new baddie's chain. Like, what? It would have ate down if Scotty really made the decision and Summer did not get that baddie's chain. But the fact that Scotty literally has no word or say in what Natalie chooses, this didn't eat down as much as she thought. I told y'all last episode, Scotty need to stop acting like she the boss and got some say and some equity on the Zeus show, because if Natalie says something's gonna happen, or vice versa. So good job, Scotty. You made them go buy a brand new, flashier baddie's chain to put on her neck. I mean, I don't get it. And then she's here, new season. She's going to Baddies Africa. Like, yeah, this really didn't eat down like you thought. Good attempt, though. I will say that. The dog is cute. I can give you that. Yeah. Well, that is the end of my quick little review. I hope you enjoyed being with me, a part of all of my reviews for every 23 weeks of Baddies. We'll follow up next week with the reunion, and let's see what happens with Baddies Africa. But please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought about the finale. Was it good? Was it whack? Could they have saved it? Let me know, and I'll see you in the next review. Bye!